Hello again, everybody. I'm Brian Milam, and today with Off the Bench, we are with Tate's Creek bowler Jaydyn Hunting on Everyday Kentucky. All right, Jaydyn, tell me about bowling, because it has been a hot topic for me over the last several weeks. Talked to a lot of bowlers. How did you start?
My grandpa actually started bowling, so it's kind of like a generational thing. So I was only 2 weeks old when I was in the bowling alley for the first time, so I've grown up doing it.
It is a unique experience going into the bowling alley. What was your first experience you remember in picking up the ball and pushing it down the lane?
Probably sitting down and having my grandpa right behind me helping me push it down the lane. There's pictures of those, and I love looking at the old pictures of that sort of stuff.
So how old were you when you said, you know what, I'm getting pretty good at this and can maybe, join a team in high school, whatever?
I think I joined a team as soon as I could, so that was 7th grade. So I've bowled for 2 different high schools, so I have 2 different letters for 2 different high schools. But I think last year was the first year that I actually got serious about it and realized that I had potential and that I could go in.
What we were talking before we started this, and you were educating me on the finer points of bowling, but also about the 4th position. Tell me what that means to the common person who may not know.
So that means that there's Baker teams. You have 5 different people, and they each bowl 2 frames. So usually I'm in 4th. You can change it around, but I'm usually in 4th. So I bowl the 4th frame and the 9th frame. So our 5th position, she bowls 5th and 10th frame. So my job is to get a strike or a spare to set her up to strike so we can get the most amount of pins possible.
See, that's, again, getting educated on Everyday Kentucky about things I promise 99% of you had no clue about. Well, something else that people don't know is something else that you do about showing horses. Walk me through that.
I show miniature horses and Shetland ponies. So I like to drive them. That's the main thing that I do, but we also jump them and we show them in halter, which is they're judged on their conformation, so like which one's the prettiest. And then we have obstacle. There's just a lot of different things you can show them in.
How did you get into that? If you were born in a bowling alley, how did you get born?
Well, I was also kind of born in a barn. My mom grew up doing the horses, and we used to have bigger horses, but my dad got in a really bad accident, so we sold all of our horses. This was like when I was really little. And my mom told my dad, she's like, I can't live without horses. So we got the miniature horses.
So how did that relationship grow with the horses where, I assume they come right up to you because they know you, but to show them that there's an art in that, is there not?
Yeah, there definitely is. I think some trainers have the idea where they don't want to touch their horses because they want them as hot as possible. I personally want a bond with my horse, and I want them to be able to trust me. Because if they don't trust me, then if an accident happens, how am I supposed to calm them down if they don't know me?
So what's the next step that you take with that, with showing horses? Because you're a teenager now, is this something you can do for the rest of your life and enjoy doing?
I want to start my own farm, and I want to breed horses. So what I'll probably end up doing is going to college and having a couple horses and sending them to trainers, so I can basically just show up to shows, show my horse, and then go home.
Thank you very much for joining us today. Fascinating what we learn about our student athletes. This has been Off the Bench on Everyday Kentucky. We'll see you next time.